Hi guys. Today I want to talk about healing within, okay? So if you're, not ready to talk about religion and healing, go ahead and scroll on. So anyway, so when you want to go within, when you realize that the Catholic Church is evil and you're kind of lost because you're just realizing that, you've been lied to about everything. So you need to know that God is within sight of you, okay? So there are certain steps that you need to make. And these steps, they're very, very important, okay? These are all the answers that you've ever needed or ever needed or wanted or asked for, okay? While you're on this planet, you get the answers of, okay? But there are certain lessons you have to start with. And of course, the first thing is your boundaries. You have to let go of everybody that no longer serves you. You need to block and delete. Look, man, if you haven't talked to these people in 6 months, get rid of them. Unless they're family and you talk to them still and you're on good, you're still talking good, you can keep that person. But if you're not really talking to them anymore, you need to cut them off because you're going places that they're not. Okay, and you will soon see that, and you'll cut off a lot more as you go through this process. But you need to start there, okay, because your next lesson will be fear. Okay, you got to get rid of your fear, what other people think. Okay, what other people feel and think is none of your business, and that's going to be one of your biggest, hardest lessons. Is not caring anymore. This is all about you. You're letting go of everything, and you're just starting fresh with you and only you and how you feel. Okay? So you're doing that, you're carrying on the next lesson. Okay? So you have your boundaries. Then you have your fear. You're getting rid of your fear. The next one will be your ego. You need to get rid of the ego. That, caring what other people think, and your ego is kind of one and the same. You care what other people think, so then there's your ego. You got to, so you'll have an ego death, okay? That you'll get rid of that ego real quick, okay? God will step up to the plate and help you out with that, and teach you and shut you down real quick and teach you what an ego death really is. You're going to learn what empathy means. Okay, having feelings for another human being, all right? Empathy. You will get rid of that ego, all right? You will get solitude. You will be put in solitude. And this is where you will start really learning your shadow work, okay? Because once you got your boundaries and you got everybody out of your life, then it is time for you to be in solitude so you can listen to what Spirit has to say to you. You can't hear anything if you have all these people around you. So you have to be alone. Okay, so once you go into solitude, then you're going to learn all about alchemy. Alchemy. Every time when you're going to learn how to, to really learn how to, with your fears and your anger issues and all that, you're going to learn how to handle all of that. And all of that, it goes along with alchemy, okay? When you get mad easy, right now? So you got to learn to handle that, to not make a sound, or an expression. You can't have none of that, By the time you're done with these lessons, you won't feel nothing about anything because you have clarity. You have to understand anybody who's giving anything out to you is a reflection of themselves and their unhealed version of themselves. It has nothing to do with you. So as soon as you put that in your head, whoever gives whatever to you, it ain't going to touch you. You don't care. Moving on. It's their issue and not yours. It's just little easy steps that get you by. And then plus you turn the music up, guys. You use your breathing techniques. You just breathe sometimes. You just gotta breathe, And you turn that music up, or you create. During this time, you're gonna find something only you're good at. And you're going to create something during this time. Every time you get mad, you work on that, okay? That one piece, you know, could help you out with like 10 different incidents of you getting mad, okay? And then create a beautiful piece out of that that you can sell and make money for. So, you know, just, and there's so many great lessons in this, you know, and you have to trust and you have to forgive everyone, okay, from your past. If you don't forgive, you can't even move on. You know, you will be stuck. So, and you don't want that. You want to keep on moving forward and stuff. So, just, you know, these are just some of the lessons to get you started, guys. All this stuff will get you to start eating healthy, start saving your kids. You know, you do your shadow work, whatever that might be. And all the breaking of the ancestral curses, whatever those might be in your family. And, you know, it's not easy to do, guys. But once you're in it and can't get out of it. And this is where you're going. Just letting you know. Spirit is pushing you to do this. Spirit, you know, God ain't coming to save you guys. You have to save yourself. You have to go within and do these lessons and help yourself and to get to heaven. Otherwise, you're not going anywhere. You're going to come back and reincarnate. So, you know, step up, guys, and heal yourselves. I love you. Have a good day.